Why women are scared of fit old men. Let's talk about something that most people never truly understand. Something that hides beneath smiles, glances, and unspoken emotions. It's the quiet truth about why women are scared of fit older men. Not scared in the sense of fear, but in the sense of power. The kind of power that doesn't shout, it simply exists. The aura of the fit older man. When a man in his 40s, 50s, or even 60s walks into a room, fit, calm, well-kept, and silent, the entire energy changes. He doesn't need to prove anything anymore. He's not chasing validation. He's not competing for attention. He's already been through the noise, the chaos, the heartbreaks, and the wins. He's a man who has nothing to prove and everything to protect. And women feel that energy deeply. They notice the quiet discipline in the way he moves, the firmness in his handshake, the steadiness in his eyes. They sense that he's not looking for approval, he's looking for peace. And peace, my friend, is more intimidating than muscles. Because peace means control. And control means power. That's why women are often scared of fit old men, because these men are not desperate. They're decisive. They don't chase, they choose. They don't flirt to impress, they speak to connect. They don't waste time, they value it. The fear of depth. You see, most women are used to men who operate on surface level, playful, needy, reactive. But a fit older man, he's seen life. He's faced failure, rejection, loneliness, and resurrection. He's built himself from the ground up, body, mind, and soul. So when a woman stands in front of him, she's not just standing before a man. She's standing before experience. And that's where the fear begins. Because experience reads people easily. Experience recognizes patterns. Experience doesn't fall for games. The fit older man knows the difference between chemistry and manipulation. He can tell when someone's truly present or just pretending to be. And that awareness, that unshakable maturity, is what makes women both drawn and uneasy at the same time. The physical symbol of discipline. Let's be honest. A fit body on an older man isn't just about appearance, it's a statement. It says, I've conquered time. I've beaten excuses. I've faced pain, and I still rise. Every muscle, every line, every vein carries discipline. And discipline is rare. Discipline is masculine. And true masculinity, in its purest form, scares the unready heart. Because masculinity isn't aggression, it's restraint. It's self-control. It's knowing you can, but you choose not to. A fit older man embodies that perfectly. He's not loud. He's not chasing thrill. He's calm, and that calmness unsettles the unhealed. Because people aren't used to calm men anymore. They're used to chaos. They're used to emotional turbulence, digital noise, and impulsive energy. So when a man stands in silence, strong and composed, it reflects their own instability. And sometimes that reflection is scary. The mirror effect. You see, a fit older man becomes a mirror. He reflects what's missing in others: discipline, balance, maturity, presence. When a woman encounters him, she unconsciously compares him to the rest and to herself. She feels something she rarely feels, safe and challenged at the same time. Safe because he radiates control. Challenged because he exposes her emotional depth. A young man might give her attention. A fit older man gives her awareness. He makes her question her own energy. He makes her feel seen, truly seen, and that's something very few men can do. But being seen can be terrifying. Because when someone truly sees you, they see your light and your shadows too. That's what makes her scared. Not the man himself, but what she feels around him. Power without words. A fit older man rarely needs to speak much. His silence speaks louder than any speech. He listens more than he talks. He observes more than he reacts. And that observation, it's powerful. Because he's learned that real power isn't about domination, it's about understanding. When a woman looks at him, she senses that. She knows this man cannot be easily swayed by beauty or charm. She realizes she can't manipulate him emotionally because he's emotionally stable. He's been through the storms of youth, the jealousy, the heartbreaks, the confusion, and he came out calm. That calmness is magnetic, but it's also mysterious. And mystery triggers fear. Emotional strength, the real magnet. What truly separates a fit older man from the rest is not his abs or his hairline. It's his emotional maturity. He doesn't react to every emotion that comes his way. He knows when to walk away. He knows when to stay silent. He knows when to protect his energy. He understands that not every battle is worth fighting. Not every attention is worth earning. That's why women often say, he's so hard to read, because he doesn't give away his energy for free. He gives it where it matters. And that energy, when it lands on someone, feels sacred. That's why women respect him, admire him, crave his presence, and yet fear his power. Because deep down, every woman knows this is the kind of man who can touch your soul without even touching your skin. The test of time. A fit older man has lived long enough to understand that youth fades, but energy doesn't. He doesn't compete with younger men. He knows that muscles without wisdom are just noise. He carries something that age cannot steal: essence. Essence is what remains when the world strips away your outer image. Essence is the soul's fingerprint, and fit older men have refined it through decades of living consciously. He's seen dreams die, friendships fade, and love evolve. He's been broken and rebuilt. He's watched people change, and yet he stayed grounded. That's the kind of man a woman both desires and fears, because she knows that being with him will require depth. Not pretense, not drama, not childish games, but real connection. And real connection requires vulnerability. That's what scares her. The contrast. In today's world, where surface-level attraction rules, where filters replace faces and attention replaces affection, a fit older man feels different. He doesn't chase likes. He cultivates legacy. He doesn't seek popularity. He commands presence. He doesn't live for attention. He lives for meaning. And that's why women sometimes pull away. Because deep inside, they sense that this man won't just flirt and disappear. He'll awaken something within. He'll make her question her habits, her wounds, her pace. He'll bring her face to face with what she's avoided: silence, truth, stillness. And that awakening is not always comfortable. The unspoken truth. Most people think women fear age in men, but that's not true. They fear strength combined with wisdom. Because strength alone can be tamed. Wisdom alone can be ignored. But when both come together, it's irresistible and intimidating at the same time. A fit older man is proof that time can refine masculinity rather than destroy it. He's living evidence that self-respect, consistency, and peace never go out of style. He doesn't need to prove he's young. He proves he's alive. And that difference, that depth, that timelessness is what makes women feel both drawn and cautious. Closing reflections. So, why are women scared of fit old men? Because these men carry something rare. The fusion of power and peace. The balance of strength and softness. The combination of experience and energy. They're not chasing anyone. They've already found themselves. And when a man has found himself, he becomes magnetic. He becomes untouchable. Not because he's cold, but because he's complete. That's what every woman senses. And that's what every man should strive to become. Because in the end, a fit older man isn't just a man. He's a message that says, you can grow older without losing your fire. You can face time without losing your edge. And most importantly, You can be calm without becoming weak. That's why women are scared of fit old men, because somewhere inside they know. This man doesn't just age, he ascends. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.